of the vice president. And there is actually something about women academics that you don't find in any other profession. They are mothers and they are mentors. They have a sense of community. They have a sense of feeling. They have this ability to mentor people who look up to them. And this is someone who is coming from a teaching or a lecturing background, having spent all her life within the academic discourse community. And a full professor of English is no mean an achievement. And this is a language that is not our mother tongue. This is a language that we had to learn. And if she has perfected that, obviously to be accredited as a full professor of such a language, personally I am of utmost admiration to Professor Nana Jane Opoko Ajiman. And for any young woman in Ghana, any part of Ghana and even beyond, they should find a lot of inspiration and hope in Her Excellency Nana Jane Opoko Ajiman, that dreams can come true. It is possible through hard work. It is possible through determination. It is possible through resilience. And one of the things that a lot of people have been speaking about is the kind of dignity, warmth that she is bringing to the office of the vice president. And some of the initiatives already, like the Women's Development Bank and the just promulgated bill into law, which is the affirmative action, the expectation is that she is going to steer
the justices of the
so those are the justices in your screen
together with the other justices of the Supreme Court.
Council, lift your mic a bit.
No, I mean the justices of the Supreme Court ably here to do the swearing. Remember that the oath will be administered by the Chief Justice. So their presence here today is very significant, because this is really what it is. Without the administering of the oath, no transfer of power or executive authority. And so their presence here tells you,
must all of them be here?
I mean, it shows that the entire country, its architecture, is solidly behind. Remember that the four arms of government, the three arms, the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, they are all here. And I'm so happy with what is going on today. Thankfully, I'm enjoying the fact that all the justices are here. This is exceedingly good and momentous for this country.
Because I don't know if you can hear the sound at the background. I don't want to talk about that.
I can see the beautiful justices fully clouded here. All other conversations I can hear. Their presence to administer the oath is very good.
Very important.
Also remember that one of the campaign promises we made was the fact of helping our young ladies, our young girls in schools with free sanitary pads.
Yeah.
That is a very significant thing. I am a father of girls. That means a lot to me. In most of our villages, when you go there, some people would have to wash their sanitary whatever, dry it and reuse. It is not good enough. And so a social intervention that supports our young girls is something that we all need to support. And that for me is what I strongly believe our incoming vice president
will be looking at.
Thank you.
So talking about the provision made for the young women, so right in front of us we have a group of people who are gathered here with some placards and what have you. Kosi is standing by with them. Kosi, let's get to know what exactly their concerns are.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Randy. Today is a great day for Ghana. Every gender, especially women, because you spoke about the history being made with Jane Nana Opoku, my doctor, being Ghana's first ever female vice president. There are lots of concerns that women have raised, especially empowerment, and key among them economic empowerment as well as their menstrual health. We have some amazing people here. You can see the placard. It says, please scrap taxes on sanitary pads. So it shows you that period poverty is a real thing, and these people want to have a conversation about it. So we have some amazing people. I'd like to speak to them. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
What's your name, please?
My name is Peggy.
We didn't get that, please.
Peggy.
Peggy. So I can see KBPGH. Can you tell us what that is?
That is Kolebu Professional Group of Health.
Kolebu. So you guys are more concerned about health, right? I'm sure you went through the NDC manifesto and you saw some things around the health sector that are interesting. Poverty is a real thing, and at least we want to have a conversation about it. So we have some amazing people.
Much happier.
Fantastic. Let's go to the man with the placard. We seem very passionate about this. Period poverty and taxes on pads, etc. What ignited that passion?
Okay, so my name is Sherma Kujumpini. I'm from Ashaiman, and let me use this opportunity to thank Honorable Tamaklo and the Honorable members of the NDC party. This is a great win for Ghana today, the beginning of a new era under Mahama. Now, speaking on the taxes on sanitary pads, I'm very passionate about it because a school of thought says that the average Ghanaian earns less than 20 cedis a day. Now, the current price of one sanitary pad today is 20 cedis. So if women or most Ghanaians are not earning more than 15 cedis a day, how do the government expect them to be able to prioritize something? I mean, menstruation is not a choice. People should not be made to suffer because of something they didn't choose to do. So I think more noise needs to be made about this. Our Ghanaian girls need help. Please scrap it. And I know Mahama will do it because back when he was in power, he used to give sanitary pads to SHS students, and I know with the much advertisement and the publication, this will go far. The new Ghana under Mahama. Thank you.
Wow, that was profound. That was profound, and thank you very much for leading this charge. I mean, all your girls, the people that know you, I mean, your girl female friends, I mean, people will take it differently. We'll be proud of you. Right. Absolutely. Let's keep it going. Thank you. Yes, madam.
Hello. I'm coming all the way from Takwa. Yeah, my name is Nayele. I'm here today because of our mother, because he said women, we are important, and women, because of the Women Bank, all the women in Ghana are here to thank him very much for saying you are going to make that Women Bank for women to be free in Ghana. We thank you very much.
Amazing. So today is a day for women, and all women will be proud. I'm sure my daughter can dream again, because on a day like this, there's an opportunity to get to the pinnacle of whatever you want to do. So today is historic in more ways than one. Today is iconic in more ways than one. So before we cross over to Randy, the virgin pastor, is this? I don't know if he's still a virgin. Randy, let's take a very quick word from the virgin pastor. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. Now I've married. Hey. I am a person who takes care of widows and the orphans. I am appealing to President that he should reduce the import duty for us. It's because of the import duty MPP lose. I told them to reduce it, but they do not reduce it. So I am pleading, or I am begging President that they should do something about the import duty. It will help the nation. And also some taxes, VAT tax, yield levy. All this stuff must be removed. If it remove MPP, Ghana will remain blessed, and MPP will remain opposition for a long time, and NDC will sit on the chair very long time. Amen.
Thank you very much. So that was the good pastor. So I'm passing over to Randy and my honorable people in the studio to take over from here.
Kwasi, thank you so much for that quick update with regards to the people who are right in front of us here. But earlier you saw the seating arrangement of position of the Supreme Court justices. So in your shots, we anticipate this could be the Vice President-elect. Very possible that she has just arrived, and she will be
cometh the woman, cometh the hour.
Yeah.
This is glorious. This is beautiful. We thank God for this. 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 I can see our members of parliament, the Honorable Haruna Idrisu, the Honorable Sam Jata George. I can see Honorable Mutaka, the Honorable Helen Ajuantoso, Richard Achampo of Bia. I can see the NDC MPs ready. The service heads. The service heads. This is beautiful. This is historic. And we thank God for how beautiful this is panning out.
And quite interesting, I understand even outside the premises, people are still out there waiting to just come into the main premises.
The huge numbers.
Council, who could this be? We're still looking out to see, but that's a heavy convoy.
Because the presidential by now, okay, that is the new clerk of parliament.
Okay, so the speaker of parliament,
speaker of parliament is here. Number 3.
Council, you mentioned
what is your number?
Number 7.
What is your number, Mali?
Council, you mentioned that this is actually a parliamentary sitting.
Absolutely.
So, okay,
now,
so exactly. So I was going to ask about
as
this.
you can see, very soon Parliament will be called into session, and once Parliament is called, and with the Speaker of Parliament taken, proceedings is supposed to commence pretty soon. And
how about the sitting arrangements? Now we know a majority has been formed,
yes.
A minority has been formed.
Yes.
Would they be sitting in that same manner?
Absolutely. It's,
okay.
So as for the MPs, I think they have a special place for them. But this is not the normal parliamentary where you have the usual house where
right and left. Okay.
So these are the 3. Now you can see that one chair is in the middle, unoccupied. That is what it is. So very soon you'll see number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, and then everything will be complete. It is looking so beautiful. Things are panning out so beautiful, and we can only thank God for today.
Molly, what message are we sending out to the international community? Yeah.
The Jagaba.
Yeah, story of unity, solidarity, purpose, togetherness, and reaffirming what the rest of the world knows Ghana for. In fact, someone has a very nice way of putting it, that anytime a party is able to hand over 2 times in successive terms, what you have is a consolidation of democracy, and he calls it the 2 turnover test. Ghana has obviously crossed the 2 turnover test, and you can see the unity, you can see the togetherness, you can see the happiness on the faces of every well-meaning Ghanaian. They're excited, they are happy, they are obviously enjoying the ceremony. Very beautiful pictures right here and here at the Black Star Square. The heads of the arms of government have taken their seats. We saw Right Honorable Speaker Alban Kispo Sumana Bagbin just been ushered into his seat to continue the proceedings that were suspended, just like the lawyer intimated a short while ago. And obviously the head of the judiciary, that is the Chief Justice, also ready to swear in the president-elect to become a full excellency John Dramani Mahama, and the vice president excellency Nana Jane Opoku Ajima. We've been speaking about how the vice president would be an inspiration to the many young women all over, and one thing I want to say quickly is that anytime you find women in leadership, some of the issues that you think are less discussed immediately get some important attention. There is a renewed conversation about menstrual pads and scrapping of taxes on pads. If you ask me, I think that the amount that, or the cost of pads in this country is too expensive. I do not think that anybody should buy pad more than 5 cities in this country. And in fact, President John Dramani Mahama and the new person in charge of the 24-hour economy and export diversification should probably consider setting up a manufacturing plant for sanitary pads in this country, that we can be able to control the pricing, probably even regulate it to some of the secondary schools that we have targeted, just like that we have implemented other interventions. The sanitary should be considered as an intervention to our young women. And obviously some other issues, as we're going to see a lot of women getting appointments, especially if we are to be in consonance with the affirmative CEO. The understanding is that about 30% minimum of women should occupy all public institutions, and this is something that Ghana can easily do. In fact, far away in East Africa, Rwanda, Uganda, there are quite a lot of people, especially in the parliament. It is something we should continue to do. Very brilliant women out there, very brilliant young women who obviously, if given the opportunity, can serve this country in so many ways. So the excitement for me is that for the first time we have the second professor vice president. The first was Professor J.E. Mills, who obviously delivered some really good results for this country. And if I can remember, the highest growth rate we've ever had as a republic was during the time of His Excellency the late John Evans Atta Mills. That was 14.1% growth in 2011, just at par with Ethiopia, giving us the single most inflation that we have ever up to date. So the Excellency Nana Jane Opoku Ajima portends a lot of hope, promise, and motivation and inspiration to young women, and even to myself, that it is important to attain high heights with hard work, diligence, determination. World that we have a lot of distraction, especially on social media, and young people taking inspiration from the wrong quarters. This is a reaffirmation that hard work, diligence obviously can get you to ambition.
That's the arrival of the Sierra Leone reps. So let's see. That's the president. I guess the president of Sierra Leone has also just arrived. Because I think at this moment all the diplomats should be seated, because
they gave us 11
exactly for the time, and it's 10:36 a.m. now.
Yes, so I strongly believe that any moment from now, the man in the arena, the man himself, cometh the man, cometh the hour. John Dramani Mahama will be making his way into the great arena. The whole world is watching. So far, so good.
We know Botswana is here, Gabon, Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, and also Nigeria. Council, you mentioned it earlier.
I can see my learned senior Fenyo Makin, who said he doesn't want to be on the minority seat, but God in His infinite wisdom has given him the minority seat. For now, let him be there. Let him be there. And yes, I can see Jacob Zuma right there, the man himself.
Oh, so interesting. So let me just go over some of the dignitaries that we have, for those of you who didn't join from the beginning. We know so well that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is the president of Nigeria, is actually here. He is the guest of honor.
The Jagaban.
The Jagaban. Council says he's the Jagaban. Jagaban. Anyway, however you pronounce it. And then we also have Duma Boko. He is the president of Botswana. He is also here. And then Bryce Oligui Nguema, the president of Gabon, is also here. Adama Barrow, who is the president of the Republic of Gambia, is also here. Umaru Sissoko Embalo is the president of Guinea-Bissau. He is also here. These are great names when it comes to the African continent as well.
Africa is in Ghana.
Yeah, so the whole of Africa is here in Ghana. I don't know what's trending on Twitter as it stands now, but maybe my producer can check that for us. If Ghana is not trending, then there is a problem. If
John Mahama inauguration,
then we need to recheck it again.
Will be the most trended conversation today on Twitter and many of the social media handles. It is beautiful in the sight of God as Ghanaians gather to see the inaugural or investiture for H.E. John Dramani Mahama. Ababiu Mahama.
So I understand there is some sort of, I don't know if you guys are finding network challenges though, but there seems to be some sort of restriction on the internet. So
you know, usually for major security programs like this, they may come with jammers, especially as close to the presidential grounds. No, especially where the president will be seated.
Okay.
And as you are aware, the president is seated not far from here. So within that enclave, usually you see a lot of jammers around to ensure that wireless transmission and many other things will be adequately taken care of. I can say the chief of staff so appointed, the Honorable Julius Debra. I can also say the man himself, the Rwandan president.
So that's actually the Rwandan president?
Yes.
Yeah. That's Kagame. Paul Kagame.
Paul Kagame.
And for the Gambian president, for me, he owes President John Mahama a special appreciation.
Yes.
What is that?
Adama Barrow.
Okay.
Because
why do you say that?
In early 2017, the previous president Jammeh refused to leave, and John Mahama was one of the leaders of the ECOWAS delegation to Gambia at the time. They had to take siege in Senegal, and Jammeh had to run to his friend in Equatorial Guinea. And if not for that singular intervention of President John Dramani Mahama, probably Adama Barrow would have been a lost story. So as I was intimating earlier, this is more of a personal, a response to the invitation of President His Excellency John.
I think beyond diplomacy, they are friends.
No, he has a personal relationship with them, and you saw that the invitation did not only happen through diplomatic cable, diplomatic protocols or channels. He personally went to visit some of the presidents. For Zimanya of Togo, he was there, and he visited William Ruto.
See the business mogul Ibrahim Mahama himself out there. Yes, the man of the moment. The man of the moment.
So it is clear. Inauguration 2025 is trending #1 on Twitter.
No, most definitely. This ranks amongst just the 4th largest inaugurations.
I beg your pardon, it's actually X. My producer is correcting me. It's X. No longer.
We know Twitter. And producer, we know only Twitter.
We don't know X.
A lawyer, this feels like another African Union General Assembly.
I tell you.
Another African Union General Assembly, because you have high-ranking African heads of state.
So council is so excited and singing. Council, you are allowed to sing. You are allowed to sing.
Ijobodo say, Ijobodo, and the people say, Ijobodo. Choboy, 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 Choboy. Cadence may go, cadence may come, but the revolution has come to stay. Revolution has a long way to go, but has come to stay. Choboy, Choboy, thank you.
Well, so yes, the legal, I mean the head of legal environment for the NDC is not just a legal brain, but he's a chama, he's a moral leader in camp as well. You can't take it away from him. And gradually we are inching closer to that very moment where the main ceremony will commence, and some 15 minutes because what they put out there, 11 is supposed to kickstart the whole ceremony. Remember that this is Wezo TV and this is the special coverage of the inauguration ceremony or the swearing in of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the next president of the Republic of Ghana. In fact, the hopes are so high. And Council, I want to ask the Malik boy, the Sintali boy. We'll wait to see if it is. Council, now let me just put this quickly to you. There seems to be that sort of pressure mounting on the next government if indeed they start work tonight or tomorrow.
No, I think H.E. John Dramani Mahama had that experience. This is not the first time. He has that statecraft. He has an appreciation of the enormity of the problem he's inheriting. And as you can see, without wasting much time, he's putting the team together. He's already given the promise that within 14 days after inauguration, he should be having the full complement of his cabinet in place to kickstart the work. You see, a man who wants to perform will time his performance and work output. What gets timed gets done. So the man himself says, within 120 days, I expect to do A, B, C, D. That is a good start.
Yeah.
And like many other Ghanaians, we are going to ensure that when we say 120 days, it is 120 days, and it is what it is. I am confident in the leadership of H.E. John Dramani Mahama. He has that experience to deliver, and that delivery is going to happen today.
That's what's about to happen.
No, I think like I said, we are still in the event of Parliament.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it is Parliament that has allowed us to come.